the topic of applying AI in R&D and engineering is quite a complex one, so I try to be as simple as possible. And I will use quite common slides like we have been used for many years, because I think that this could be helpful. So, what are the challenges? I think that we have all been here together to listen to many industrial companies. And all in all, I think that what we can see is that R&D and engineering cycles are under heavy pressures. So an increasing product complexity. We have heard about software-defined anything, any kind of product, with development and testing costs which are exploding and a huge pressure on time to market. With promises from AI, which talks of gains between 20 and 40%, which are rarely observed in real life. And with the need that AI doesn't stop simply at productivity, but that becomes, let's say, an instrument, a tool to develop new products and new services. What we observe at Alten as an engineering company and at our customer is that we have 3 levels of journey when applying AI to R&D and engineering. We have called the first one AI for productivity, the second one AI for excellence, and the third one native AI. So let's have a look at which are the components, the main components of these 3 steps. The first one is, let's say, using AI from a personal productivity standpoint. So to give to all the employees, all the engineers, tools. Well, the first one is the generic tools for prompt engineering. Everybody needs to have secure chats, typical multi-LLM. For instance, at Alten, we have chosen a technology which is called the Prism AI for that, and we are also supporting Prism AI customers in this direction. And also specific tools, which can be libraries or prompts or specific tools, to cover topics like requirements collection, like AI code assistance, automated test generation, which is one of the topics which is paying off more in our experience, accelerated AI documentation, and data mining in research papers and technical databases. So this is the very first enabling step in which we provide to our engineers the tools to be more efficient on their daily routine work, on their daily activities on a personal basis. The second step requires some more investments in terms of process analysis, in understanding what are the use cases, and in implementing and deploying them. So it's what we call AI-augmented processes, which is providing quality and speed. By the way, I didn't talk a lot about quantitative results. What we observe in the step number 1, the one that we see before, in our own projects, are productivity gains in the order between 12 and 15%. So I'm not telling you 30, I'm not telling you 40, because sometimes we hear this. In some activities we have this, but when we look at the overall project life cycle, the overall TCO, the overall gains, we are in the range from 12 to 15. When it comes to quality and speed, we can see in specific projects that we can have time to market which is reduced by 25–30%. And this, I think, is even more important for us and for our customer. So here we are talking about AI-augmented design, AI-infused PLM and PDM, predictive maintenance, using AI to supplement and to substitute sometimes simulators, and to go to digital twins for early validation and prototyping. So this is where the commercial off-the-shelf tools normally are not sufficient, and we need to package some solution using typically LLMs, or even developing specific LLMs which are targeted to the business of our customers and our business. The third step is the one which is the more challenging for the future, but I think also the more important, the one that can change radically the way that AI becomes a business tool. So is what we call AI native, AI-led engineering. So this is really using engineering to improve material design, to do molecular discovery, to reinforce learning for system optimization, and as a matter of fact, to provide the new features in our products or in the services that are given together with the products. This clearly requires data scientists, it requires people which are very cognizant, which are very knowledgeable about the specific domain, and is also where we think that AI for engineering will be payoff in a very heavy and important way. And when we say that AI will determine which company will be successful in the future and which one will stay where they are today at best, is, I think, related to the real adoption of step 3, because this is where it will distinguish. I would say that step 1, now it has become brick and mortar. Step 2 is where we can gain a competitive advantage in the short, medium term. Step 3 is where we have to put the basis for our long-term competitiveness. What is the role of a company like Alten in this ecosystem? We are a company which is a bit special in the ecosystem because we do 80% of our 4 billion revenues in the engineering domain. So we define ourselves as leader in the engineering consulting in the many sectors. So you see that our activities range from aerospace and defense to automotive and rail, to energy and environment, life science, industrial equipment, telecoms, and also regulated domains like bank, finance, and insurance. So starting from this footprint and from our understanding of what is the need for AI for engineering, we have defined a go-to-market which is built on 3 main pillars. The first one is what we call AI for project performance, which replies to the level 2 of the ladder, the highway that I said before. So we have defined a specific, let's say, tooling and approaches that we deploy in our internal projects, and we are able to provide to our customer when it comes to AI for software development, AI for test and quality assurance, AI for document management, AI for project management, and customer support, and generally process automation. We have a second pillar that, as you can see, we call AI for customer business, and in this case, our accelerators, our use cases, our, let me say, proposition is no longer grouped by process phase, but is grouped by industry. So here it comes with a specific solution for defense and aerospace, for automotive and railway, for pharma and medical devices, for energy, telecom and media, and financial services. Here in this quarter of an hour, I'm of course not able to go through what are the contents of this. If there is anybody which is interested in going into more details, I'm clearly more than happy and available to talk about it later. And so this is the pillar that replies to the step 3, using AI for the core business of our industries for the future. And finally, we have an AI enablement consulting, which is more related to, let me say, the provisioning of consulting in the way to apply and deploy AI. In order to do this, at Alten, we have set up a group-wide AI organization. Of course, we have deployed several global AI platforms. We have doted ourselves of a quite strong global AI academy. And today, we have 18 AI Center of Excellence, which have developed more than 60 accelerators. We are a company which is not willing to become a software editor, but so in this case, if they are not products, we call them accelerators, because there are some artifacts which are, let's say, ready to be adapted to the specific need of a customer, but not in the way of a normal product. So as of today, with our more than 5,000 AI and data specialists, we've already been able to deploy more than 300 projects with our customer. We have observed an average productivity improvement of 12%, and we are actively developing partnerships. The flagship partnerships that we have, we will talk a bit later, we have already seen the logo, is about Mistral. But before coming into this topic, what are the barriers that we have observed in deploying AI in R&D and engineering? The first one is security, conformity, and sovereignty. Using the data in R&D and engineering is something which is extremely challenging. So I don't hide you that we have a lot of discussion with our customer on the way to access their data and either we can or not access their data, and what we have to provide in terms of AI environments in order to have their go to access their data. Because if we don't have data, I mean, all the rest is meaningless. Other topics clearly is the tool chain integration, a specific AI governance for R&D engineering, and as everybody is, let's say, underlining the topic of change management, which is, as the Aveva CEO said before, not the easiest tasks in an environment like R&D and engineering, which are quite solid, let me put it this way, to change management. So I was saying that for us it was quite natural to set up a strong partnership with Mistral, because Mistral, in our eyes, replies to quite a lot of the issues that we have in AI for engineering. So we have defined with that a specific go-to-market which is related to AI for engineering, in which Mistral provides cutting-edge LLM technology, AI experts in specific aspects and topic, and technical support, especially when it comes to on-prem installation. On our side, as Alten, we are proud to work with them in terms of delivering services, in engineering services, to manage integration, maintenance, and support, and developed AI-based solutions tailored to the R&D and engineering use cases which have been identified, because we think that together with Mistral, we're able to provide on-premise and private cloud deployment, to stay really very safe in terms of regulatory alignment and European sovereignty and data trust, which I think is a very important topic for a lot of you. We are working a lot with them on what we say purpose-built AI-driven. So not a generalist AI, but an AI which is really fit for purpose for the R&D and engineering process, and, as I already said, the accelerators and the tailor-made solution. Last but not least, all the part which is related to carbon impact and to globally social responsibility is an important subject for us, as it is for them, and so we are really working hand in hand on this topic. So, globally, my message is that, likewise in any other aspects of economy, even I would say in a stronger way, AI for engineering matters. It matters today. It will matter even more in the future. I'm abusing a sentence which is used in any kind of a situation when we have to talk about AI, so I will reuse it anyway, rephrasing it, saying that AI will not replace engineers, but engineers who use AI will prevail over those who don't. And on our side, as Alten, we are proud to say that our mission is not to automate engineering. It will never happen. R&D and engineering are really the, let's say, the areas of activities where the human being will always be the key element, the key part of the activities, but augmenting the productivity, the speed, the quality of our R&D and engineering activities will be, in our eyes, a key aspect of the future European positioning in this global context. Thanks for your attention. Have a nice day.